失礼します。お食事の準備に参りました。
Alright, everybody. Welcome back to some more Umineko. When they cry. Wait a minute, I just noticed something. Umineko. Neko means cat in Japanese, right? Is there a pun going on that I... Wait a minute. Umineko. I know Umineko also means seagulls because Jessica mentioned it during episode 1. Where she went, oh, look at the seagulls going, and she said Umineko. So I noticed Umineko means seagulls. When the seagulls cry, clearly there's a parallel between that and when the cicadas cry, you know, Higurashi. But I've noticed that Neko is in the name of Umineko. Is there some pun going on there that I'm not noticing? There's not any cat correlations that I've seen this visual novel so far. So I don't know if that little thing. I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be a thing there, or if I'm just noticing something that's so important. I don't know. I don't know. That's I don't know. Anyway, welcome back to more Umineko When They Cry. Last part we had a little Nanjo and Kinzo talk where they were playing chess, and it was fun. Meanwhile, you know, Shannon, as you can see here, has come over here to give Beatrice her meal, her dinner. And so we're gonna have a little Shannon Beatrice talk. I'm excited about that. And yeah, during the Kinzo and Nanjo talk, they had their fun playing chess, but Nanjo's was heavily saying I'm done playing chess. No more chess. Let's go. Let's go eat some food. Then Kinzo said, but today might be the last day because the roulette might choose us and we'll all die. And then Nanjo said, sure, but victory isn't the only objective in chess. Having fun with a good friend is also important. And then Kinzo remembered the value of playing with a friend, and yeah, that was a great little moment there between Kinzo and Nanjo. Wholesome, very wholesome. Genji, of course, visited his room to give him his food, to give him his dinner, and yeah, now we're here with Shannon and Jessica, not Jessica, and Beatrice. Beatrice may be wearing Jessica's clothes, but let's specify here that is not Jessica. Okay. um. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is kind of relevant actually. Usually I go on rambling about relevant stuff, but tomorrow I am going to visit the doctor to finally see the ear clogging issue. Now, my left ear has unclogged itself again, which is actually kind of shocking. It literally happened yesterday. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't really know what's happening with my ears, so that's exactly why I'm going to the doctor and see this what's going on with this clogging issue. But yeah, finally my ear is kind of clogged, so I can almost hear as good as you guys can, I think. But yeah, um, hopefully then I'll be able to hear other people talking to me. Oh, that would be great. That would be great. Anyway, I think we can. Let's see if I can fix my mic. That should be good. I don't know why it's doing that noise. I don't know why. It's doing these weird clicking noises. Do you guys see this? Are we good now? I think we're good now. But sometimes it does these weird clicking noises that I can't really explain. Let's see. Let's see if I can do something about it at least. How about this? Are they still there? I don't know. Maybe I need to. Whatever. Let's just get into this. Let's just try not to move that much, I guess. Yeah. Let's keep reading. Let's see where we get to this time. Let's try to finish chapter 7, I believe we're on right now. Yeah. Welcome back. Alright. Excuse me, I have come to prepare your meal. Shannon entered the VIP room, bowing her head and pushing the serving cart. Here we go. The young woman by the window, apparently gazing out into the impenetrable darkness outside, was unmistakably that witch.
今度はシャノンか。
Ooh, Melody version. Oh, instrumental version. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, I can vibe to this soundtrack.
懐かしいな。
Nostalgic.
ほう。
Ah, here we go, the cross hoe again. Hoe.
顔色がだいぶ良くなったではないか。
It kind of improved quite considerably, has it not?
カノンとは違うな。
Ooh.
見違えたぞ。
I wanna check something real quick. So she's saying how nostalgic, so it's been a while since they've met. Okay. Okay. Unlike Canon, almost beyond recognition. Yeah, because she's turned to a human, right? Is that why? It's changed so much? You've kind of changed too. Maybe not your face, but I don't know. You're a human now. You don't have your witch dress and you don't have your staff, which you smoke from, which is awesome, by the way.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. Shannon? I wonder what Shannon's here. What Shannon's gonna tell her here. Ooh, I like this soundtrack. Ooh, okay. I like that. I like the little. Anyway, I wonder if Shannon's here to ask her about the ritual and to protect her and Canon from the ritual or something. Let's see what happens. And George or something. Thank you very much. Shannon solemnly prepared dinner. There were actually several things that she wanted to ask and talk with the witch about. Of course, there are. Like I said, she was just having a talk with Canon about the ritual, and you know, the two who need to be split away. As in, you know, if George gives her the ring tonight, is she gonna die? Right? Those kind of questions. But let's see. But those things were all jumbled up and she didn't know where to start. Honestly, just start with the ritual, you know. Is she gonna do the ritual? And is she really gonna kill her and George if she accepts the ring from George tonight? I think that's where I'd start. And then of course she can start asking about Canon and what she's gonna do with him and what she's gonna do about the other, you know, a bunch of other stuff. They're all other questions you could be asking Beatrice right now, Shannon. Her heart was so jumbled up with various things, and she didn't even understand her own emotions. Therefore, still remaining vague, all she could do was carry out her work indifferently. However, the witch guessed what was in her heart. Can't the witch just mind read? Hasn't she been able to do that before? Unless it's because she's in her human form now, so she can't read minds. I swear there was a point when they were talking on the beach where the witch just read her mind. Which is also, I guess, how she found out that Canon was there too. Or, you know, she could have found him in various other ways, who knows. She's a witch, she can use whatever method she wants. Nobody's hiding from her, really. You can't hide things from a witch. Now you see, that is literally what I was just talking about. You can't really hide from a witch. I said that about Canon as well.
謝らぬぞ。
I won't apologize.
わらわは魔女だからな。
Because I'm a witch. Witches don't apologize.
何がでしょう。
For what?
ほや、カノンから聞かされたであろう。そなたの恋路を助けたのはわらわの単なるいたずら心。いかにしてこじれ、ねじれ、破綻するかを鑑賞するためにまいた種に過ぎぬと。
In order to enjoy witnessing in what matter things would get complicated, become twisted and fail. Yeah, you're a twisted person.
恋はするより聞く方が楽しい方もおられるでしょう。
Who think it is more fun to hear about love than to have it? I wonder if that's what's really going on with Beatrice right now. I wonder. I'm not sure if Beatrice is one of those people, Shannon. Maybe the reason she is like this is because she doesn't have any love. Maybe. I don't really know. Who knows? If you've lived for 1,000 years, You know, I mean, I'm sure Beatrice's been through many breakups. After 1,000 years, I don't know. Do witches stay people? I guess they don't. Why would they? Especially humans. Why would they bother with humans if they die in 80 years or whatever? I don't know, man. Besides, wouldn't it be kind of weird if you're 800 years old dating someone who's 40 years older, for example? I don't know, even Kenzo's kind of weird for her standards, if she really has lived for 1,000 years. Besides, if she has lived for 1,000 years, that begs into question, where did she come from? Who gave birth to Beatrice? Does she have any parents? How did bitches get born? She's lived for 1,000 years, so what happened 1,002 years ago, 1,001 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Where did she pop up from? A lot of questions to be asked here.
まさかわらわに感謝しようというのではあるまいな。
Surely you aren't trying to thank me?
はい。あなたが私にどんな下心があって恋の魔法を授けたとしても、あなたが私に与えてくれたものは変わらない。
Doesn't change the fact that you gave it to me. Again, not to correlate everything to literally Kingdom Hearts. I've done it a lot, but again, it reminds me of the Kingdom Hearts scene where, how do I say it without spoiling it? Where yeah, I've literally talked about this before in the Umineko part before, but where Sora gets fake memories from someone, but then he says, sure, these memories may be fake, but my feelings for you are still real. Like I want to choose that these fake memories are real, and I want to choose I want to choose to love you, right? I want to choose to care about you. That sort of thing. So it's like despite both, I guess at that point, beside Namine, in case of Kingdom Hearts, and now Beatrice having ulterior motives or having other motives than strictly taking, and simply helping them. They both accepted it and gave them their thank yous. You know what I'm saying? I mean, literally, Sora, because he knew he'd forget his memories, he literally put it in a notebook to say thank Namine because he appreciates her. So, yeah, again, reminds me of that sort of thing. Easy to connect parallels between Umineko and Kingdom Hearts, actually. Surprisingly enough. Maybe because they're both bombastardly crazy, and I love it. I love both of these series, so.
だから添い遂げられないと知りつつ蒔いた種であったとしても、私は恨んだりしません。
I won't hold a grudge against you.
やはり家具というのは面白みのない。
Furniture is the only thing that can top you, right? Rock, paper, scissors style. Humans, furniture, and witches. Unless Battle can do something.
それを面白く調理するのがわらわの腕の見せ所よの。
You're not supposed to cook furniture. That's not what you do with furniture. That's what you do with food. Cooking it is something interesting is where my skill shines.
私にベアトリーチェ様のお考えは分かりません。
To be fair, it is hard to understand how a being that's been alive for 1,000 years thinks. I'm sure even a human who's been alive for 1,000 years would think very differently from a human that's been alive for 30. So.
あなたは私たちなど足元にも及ばない大魔女で、その遠大な資料など想像するにも至りません。
Don't give her that much credit. Grand thoughts? Come on now. She just loves to play people with love. She's sadistic. Grand thoughts.
でも一つだけ言えることがある。
But there's at least one thing I can say. Ooh, here we go.
なんだ。
What is it?
私に人間を教えてくれてありがとう。
Interesting.
あなたが言った。
You said it yourself.
私はもう家具じゃない。
I am no longer furniture. So despite her, because you know, when she was furniture, she was looking forward to this day. She was looking forward to finally not having to be furniture for the rest of her life. So now that she's become human, she has something to lose. She has stuff to lose. So this day is actually terrible because she's gonna die, right? But despite all that, she still is happy about being human. Is still happy that Beatrice taught her to be how to be human. That's interesting. Very different from the way Canon thinks, for sure. Very interesting. Because Canon didn't want that. And Canon's starting to slowly become a human too. Because of his feelings for Jessica. And how she's fake smiling and that.
黙れ家具。
Hey, you called her human, no longer furniture. Now you're calling her furniture again? Ha!
真の人間ならば婚約指輪を受け取ろうという日に告げられた死の宣告に嘆き狂いて踊り出すだろう。
If you're a true human, hearing the announcement of your death on the day that you were to receive an engagement ring should have you dancing around mad with grief. Well, that depends on how hard Shannon believes in your words. Okay, she probably... Yeah, she believes in her words. there's no reason to disbelieve her after everything that Shannon's been through. Beatrice will do it if she wants to do it. Especially if the roulette wills for it. Yeah.
なのにそなたはなんだ。達観し、すべてを受け入れたような顔つきではないか。実に拍子抜けだぞ。家具。
Truly an anticlimax furniture? Wouldn't you say that's really fitting for a furniture though? They're not... The furniture's never anything extraordinary. They just do what they're there to do. They're just furniture, I don't know. You know, tables, you know, cupboards, closets, you know, furniture. They're anticlimactic. Isn't that kind of ironic? Isn't it? Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Let's see. Let's go to the character file and go back. Hi.
いいえ、
No!
私は家具じゃない。
I am not furniture! Shannon standing on her words here.
黙れ家具。
Silence, furniture! Silence, bot!
黙りません。
I won't be silent. Damn! The Shannon resistance is not one I was expecting, but it's one I'm really happy to see, man. Really happy to see that Shannon isn't the, I don't know. I wouldn't say she's the aggressor here, but at least not the one who's passive back and letting people's words get to her and get her clumsy. You know, we've seen that often, right? With Nazi, you know, telling Shannon to do a better job as a servant and all that, and Nazi going, oh, okay, I'm sorry. This is the first time we've seen Shannon give proper resistance. I won't be silent, and I'm loving it. This is proof that she's becoming human, man. Furniture doesn't resist. You know, if I put a cup on a board, that cup is staying. That board is not talking back. Okay, she's becoming human. This is proof. Let's go.
家具ではありませんから。
Because I am not furniture. Furniture is silent. They'll do whatever their master wills them to. But I will not be silent. I am not furniture. Let's go. This is what we want.
わらわの命令が聞けぬというか。
Look at her. Look at Beatrice's face. She's not happy about this. You say you won't listen to my orders. Alright.
家具なら命令に従います。
Oh!
でも人間は命令に従うかどうかを自分で決めます。
Facts!
だから私はあなたの命令に従わない。
So I won't obey your orders. Wow! What about that, Beatrice? Huh?
撤回する。
I'll take back what I said.
やはり面白いぞ。
You really are interesting.
種をまかねば、そなたは何の感情も抱かず儀式に身を任せただろう。しかし今のそなたは実に面白く育ち、わらわを心底楽しませてくれるぞ。
And you entertain me from the bottom of my heart.
それでいい。わらわは退屈を愛さないのだから。
I have no love for boredom. Love is what runs the world, no? The secret element. At least according to you.
お夕食の準備が整いました。どうぞ。
Here you go, dinner.
うん。なかなかうまそうではないか。
It does?
ゴーダが黄金鏡へたどり着くことがあれば、わらわの料理長に任命してやってもよかろう。
If Goda makes it to the Golden Land, so even you don't know. You're just letting it all up to chance. If he makes it, I'll commission to you as my chief cook. Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. It looks delicious, huh? Okay. So witches can enjoy food, unless you can only enjoy this food because you've turned into a human form.
カノン君に聞きました。私にジョージさんの婚約を断らせれば、私を生贄にしないなんて約束をしたとか。
Something about if I rejected George-san's proposal, you promised not to make me a sacrifice?
うん。したぞ。そなたは第二の番にうってつけの生贄候補だったのだがな。
Oh, have you decided against it? Because she's shown you, she's shown you resistance?
カノンがそれを許せと泣いて叫ぶので、寛大に聞き入れてやったのよ。そなたが婚約を破棄すればとの条件付きでな。わらわのなんと寛大なことよ。
And even then, Shannon's not gonna... she's not gonna give up her engagement. Are you really gracious, Beatrice? God damn it. An ideal sacrifice for the second Twilight?
なんてバカな条件。
What a foolish condition.
そしてなんてバカな脅迫。
What a foolish threat. Look at her face, dude. The face makes it hit so much harder, man.
そんなものでカノン君をいじめ抜いたというの。
You bullied Kanon-kun thoroughly using that, I suppose. I really like it when sort of characters that have a similar personality to Shannon show resistance like this. It's always awesome to see. It always makes for a good moment. Foolish condition. Foolish threat. Bullied Kanon. Yeah, she made him kiss her feet. Her shoes, specifically.
ほう。
Cross again? Dude, we need more cross. Oh. I really want more cross.
わかるのか。
We can all tell, yes. Apparently, Shannon had seen through it. Apparently, she could imagine how much Kanon had been bullied and humiliated by the witch with that horrible promise as bait. Yeah, this is, Shannon, I was trying to tell Kanon not to do it. Of course, Kanon can't hear me, but I knew it was all just a way for Beatrice to make Kanon kiss her shoes. I knew it. Like I didn't want. I know Kanon's just trying to protect Shannon, but if you're Kanon there, don't do that. Come on now. Bad move. Bad move. Don't surrender yourself to her.
絨毯に這いつくばらせ、わらわの靴にキスをさせてやったぞ。
Kisu? Yeah, you did do that.
それだけではない。他にどのような恥ずかしめを与えたか。
That's not.
聞きたいか。
That's not all. Wait, you did more. All we saw is that he kissed your shoes. Do you want to hear the other ways in which I humiliated him? Oh, please, yeah. I mean, you know. Nah, I just don't want to know what happened to Kanon. Okay, the way I said that makes it sound weird. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did say please, yeah, like I was desperate for it. But nah. I mean, as in, what happened to Kanon? Oh god, I'm not gonna get away from that, am I? Alright, sure, let's move on. Shannon silently shook her head. Okay, here we go. We get to listen to how Beatrice treated Kanon. Great.
あなたという人を私はようやく理解しました。
Wait, shook her head. I'm dumb. She shook her head. She didn't nod her head. Idiot. Amin, you're an idiot. Idiot. Alright. Come on. 1 second. Alright.
あなたは人をいじめ、惑わせ、困らせて、それを楽しみ、糧にしている。だからあなたに抵抗する唯一の方法がこれであると確信した。
Her face! Her face! I've never seen this face from Shannon before, yo. Her face! So I'm not sure that is the only way to resist you. So Battler was right the entire time. You really needed to resist her? Simping for her is not the way? Man. Here's the thing, I never simped for her though. I was never gonna kneel down to her, you know. The difference between me and Battler is not that I disagree with Battler. It's more that I don't think she doesn't exist. I think she exists, but I don't think I'm gonna kneel down to her, you know. I'm not gonna respect her. Alright? You know, respect is earned. You know what I'm saying? Beatrice needs to do something for me to earn my respect. I don't know. Like, what's she done other than just do crazy witchy stuff? Okay, that is actually kind of crazy. But I don't know. She hasn't done. She's killed people. Alright, she hasn't done something to make me respect her. Other than kill people. Ugh. I'm not sure this is the only way to resist you.
なんだ
What is?
あなたなんか知らない。
I'll have nothing to do with you.
私は私に与えられた運命を全うする。だからあなたを面白がらせたりしない。
I'll carry out the fate that has been given to me, so I won't entertain you. Okay.
あなたなんか知らない
Nothing to do with you. Awesome. The witch's features twisted in hatred for just an instant. Look at her face! All the facial expressions on this one are good. I'm liking it. It disappeared immediately, but that expression that rose to her face for only a brief time was unusual for the witch, who had never broken her malicious smile. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go, Shannon, you did that.
そういう抗い方もあるか面白い
面白い
気に入った殺してやる
あ、殺してやる I'll kill you Tonight, you and George will be separated What is it? 死んで死んでいる
お前の思い人と一緒にな
Together with your lover Die
それがあなたの決められた運命ならばご推認。私はそれに怯えたり逆らったりしません。
Okay
これから起こる苛烈な運命があなたの意志によるものだなんて信じないから。
Oh I don't believe that the grim fate that will start occurring now is something controlled by your will Oh Shannon
私たち人間は未来に起こりうる運命など知らない。
We humans? She's calling herself a human. She's in on this, yo. She's in on this. Don't know anything about our possible future fates.
だからこそ最後の瞬間まで自分の信念と運命に従い精一杯生き抜く。運命はただのサイコロの目。そこに悪意なんて感じない。あなたが吹き込もうと信じない。
Try as you might to inject some malice, I won't believe you. What? Oh my god, I love these words! Shannon speaking some real words of wisdom here. Fate is just a roll of the dice. You can't feel malice in it. Try as you might to inject some, I won't believe you. Hey Shannon, what is this? This is I've never seen before, Shannon. What? I really like her wave resistant too. It's so calm. It's so calm and cool. It's not like Battle who screams and goes ah and wah, right? It's so calm and just firm. You know what I'm saying? It's just firm, calm. Do what you want. I don't believe you. I got this. It's just calm confidence. It's the sleepy, sneaky killer. You don't want to message Shannon like this. Hey, yo. Dude, what would George think of this, yo? What would George think about the girl that he's going to engage with? That is going to be engaged with. Be acting like this to a witch. To Beatrice. Dude! George would be so oh, if I'm this crazy over her, but just the way she's acting now, George would actually melt apart. I don't think he could handle it. This Shannon is incredible. Wow. Oh wow. Ah, cross again. Oh.
家具をやめたくせに死を恐れぬとはな。それがわらわを退屈させると思っているようだが、それは大きな誤解だぞ。
I don't think she cares whether she's boring you or not. That's the whole point. I will have nothing to do with you. Didn't you hear her? Nothing to do with you. If you think I'm fun, cool. If you don't think I'm fun, also cool. I don't care. I don't believe in you. I don't think you're gonna control my fate.
そなたが本当に最後の瞬間までそれを貫けるか、ますます興味が湧いた。
You really can't stick that till your last moments?
私は悔しい。どうしてあなたは人の姿をして私たちの前に現れ、人の言葉で語り、私たちを嘲笑うのか。私たちの前に現れず、運命を予告しなかったなら、私たちは最後の一瞬まで精一杯生きられるのに。
If he hadn't appeared, we would have been able to live life to the fullest until the last moment.
それが魔女というものよ。
That's what witches do. But you're the only... Okay, so far you're the only witch that has done it. Berncastle hasn't done anything to us. What's the other witch called? Lambda Delta hasn't done anything to us. You're the only witch that has done this stuff to us. I haven't heard of any other so far in the Umineko universe. I haven't heard of anyone else being got like this by a witch. In Higurashi, sure. Yeah, that happened. But come on.
貴様らの運命を食い物に、工事の存在として定時の存在の上に君臨する。そなたらの運命など、所詮はかけら。
Fragments. Here's the talk of fragments again. I was just talking about Berncastle and how she's what? She's the fragment witch. Memories, fragments. Really parallels to Rika from Higurashi, but again, I won't get too much into that. But that's what witches do. Live off your fates.
両手で碗を作ればいくらでも救える。
Your fates are merely fragments. If we cup our hands together, we can scoop out as many as we want. As many fragments as we want. Huh. As many fates. Okay.
わらわに飼われた肉牛どもが何をほざこうとも、わらわの食卓を楽しませる結果に変わりはせぬのに同じこと。
Yeah, of course you'd see us like beef cattle. Of course that's how you'd see us. Unless you've promised Neverland all over again. See all those children as cattle. But yeah, it's kind of messed up how we see animals as cattle, though. In a way, for a lot of people, that's messed up. I see why. That's why so many vegetarians exist, right? Well, at least, yeah, many of them. We'll have that in mind.
無力な私たちにはあなたの儀式にも運命にも抗うことなどできない。
We are powerless.
しかしあなたに今すぐ不愉快な思いをさせることはできる。
You can? That will make you unhappy right now? What can you do?
ほう
Cross! Again! Yo, we really need a cross scene after all this. Oh, we really need some cross.
それは何か
What would that be?
今すぐここを立ち去ることです。
Oh! Oh! She said, I'll walk away! That will make you unhappy. Wait, how will that make her unhappy? I'm actually confused. I actually don't know how to make her. How will that make her unhappy?
あなたの言葉に答えることは全てあなたを楽しませている。
Ah, that's what you mean? Okay, sure. Sure, I see what you mean, okay.
あなたの問いかけに答えないことがあなたへ唯一できる抵抗です。
So that's what you meant earlier? Not answering her questions is the only you can resist her? Okay.
なるほどなるほど。
なるほど。
一矢報いることはできよう。しかしわらわを倒すことはできぬぞ。わらわは誰しもを永遠に殺す力を持っている。
You have the power to kill anyone for eternity. Dang, but you've kind of kept us alive after episode 1. Brought us to another timeline.
永遠に繰り返し殺される輪廻の中で、そなたがいつまでその抵抗をできるのか、実に楽しみだ。
Endlessly repeating cycle of death and rebirth. So it is an endless cycle? So you're saying that we've been reborn after episode 1? Is that what's going on? Hmm.
忘れるなよ。
Don't forget it now.
自らが口にした言葉。
You spoke those words yourself? You mean fate? How she's not gonna... Oh! Does this have something to do with her saying that she's not gonna mess with you again? I can't wait to see how long you can keep that up, the resistance in an endlessly repeating cycle of death and rebirth. Right, this is similar to what she's doing to Battler, no? Don't forget it now. You spoke those words yourself. So maybe she's talking about how Shannon said, I'll have nothing to do with you anymore. But Beatrice is saying, oh, you will, because I will endlessly kill and rebirth all of you. Is that what she's saying? Is that what's going on right now in episode 2? She's killed them all in episode 1 and rebirthed them? Then what is this Golden Land bullcrap? When are they gonna die for real and then afterwards get sent to the Golden Land? What is that about? She said, okay, cool, I don't care, bye, I'm leaving.
ご用がありましたらお呼びください。
If you have any business, please call me. Alright. Shannon gave a reserved bow as she would to a stranger and faced away. As she would to a stranger! With that gesture, maybe she really had taken a shot at the witch, just as Beatrice had mentioned. Because when the witch called out again, she sounded a little more quick-tempered than she had before. Ooh.
カノンはわらわに感謝したぞ。そなたは感謝せぬのか。
Thanked me.
安息の日をわらわが与えることを。
Not going to thank me for giving you your day of rest? What does she mean by that? When did she give them days of rest? What? Am I forgetting something? Aren't you... Canon thanked me. Aren't you not going to thank me for giving you your day of rest? When did she give them a day of rest? She had to deliver this dinner to you. She's not resting right now. Unless there was a point in the past where she let them rest. For giving you your day of rest. We'll keep going. It's fine. I'm sure... If it was that important, I'm sure I'd know. Maybe not. To be fair, I am pretty dumb sometimes. Because sometimes when your comments on... Sometimes when you correct me, I'll look back and think, oh, how did I not get that? That was so... I should have gone that. And this is probably one of those where when I look back, I think, oh, this is so... It's obvious what she's talking about, I mean. But right now, I'm genuinely not seeing it. Come on, thank me. Aren't you not going to thank me for giving you your day of rest? Sure, we'll keep going. I'm not really too sure what she's referring to. Oh, but humans won't? So I have nothing to thank you for. Oh! Maybe by day of rest she means that, you know, they're the day of their death, right? Because they're going to die today, so you know, furniture will rest, right? They'll basically rest in death, right? Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? They're giving them their day of rest, of death, basically. Aren't you going to thank me for it? But Shaman's saying, yeah, furniture will be happy about that, but I'm human, so I don't care. Okay. Will that be all? Nice. I love how she's still trying to talk to her. Still trying to pressure her. She'll abandon the promise she made with Kanon, the promise that she would not be selected as a sacrifice. Oh, look at her smile! Look at that little smile. Anyway, if there's anything further, I'll have someone else come for you. If you'll excuse me, time to go. I love this Shannon attitude. I love this attitude from Shannon. Holy crap. A flat out interruption. Shannon gave no more answers. She left. She knew this is exactly the way that you'll annoy Beatrice, right? She loves it when you talk to her and give her the answer she wants, but nah, she just left. And the sound of the door closing came instead of an answer. It seemed that Shannon's resistance had probably struck far more deeply into the witch than Shannon herself had thought. It seemed. Because an expression of hatred had once again risen to Beatrice's face. I think there is an element to Beatrice of she hates when people ignore her, because you know she's lived for 1,000 years, and throughout her entire life people have ignored her or been scared of her and stuff like that. So when Shannon just completely dismisses her like this, it actually hurts her. Because how do I put it? Because she wants people to care about her. She wants to feel important, right? Because she's a witch and that. But Shannon dismissing her completely like this, it's gotta be annoying. Maybe deep down Beatrice is actually lonely. Who knows? Who the hell knows? She had made Kanon submit, even though he hadn't been taken in until the end. Yet after that, now it was Shannon who refused to submit, when until now she had been easily taken in. How the tables have turned, am I right? Or how the turned have tables. Okay, anyway.
You
think it's interesting? I think you're pretty old.
これだから千年は生き飽きぬのよ。
This is why I'm not tired of living after 1,000 years? Sure, I'll be pretty tired of living. Did witches die eventually? 1,000 years sounds like a lot. Okay. The most fabulous time in the family conference. We're gonna keep going here. I was planning to stop, but we're gonna keep going a bit longer here. Because it hasn't been an hour yet, has it? Alright, the most fabulous time in the family conference. That was the dinner. Back when Kinzo had been serious about the family conference, he had placed extreme importance upon this dinner, for which everyone would gather just once a year. Should the dinner not meet standards, he would take it as the deepest shame for himself as the host, and he had strongly ordered Natsu to make absolutely sure that it was one to be proud of. Because of that, he and Cross had employed Gora, who had confidence in his cooking abilities. As a result, they could unveil a wonderful dinner they had confidence in. Yet by that time, Kinzo had started closing himself up in his study and no longer appeared for dinner. Maybe you could call that ironic. Maybe you could. When the main dish for tonight, calf steak, was set out, Gora began to brag about it, further exciting everyone's appetite. That's great, just like episode 1. Novelette. Yay!
こちらソースはボルドレーズとなっております。
Bordelaise. Okay. This soundtrack again. Very slice of lifey. Like to hear it.
ベースの赤ワインはもちろんボルドー産の中でも素晴らしいものを使用しておりますが、その他にも当家オリジナルブレンドとしまして世界各地数種類の名酒をブレンドしましてより深い味わいとなりますよう整えてございます。
Dang, a lot of effort's gone into this meal, this dinner. Red wine as base, and original blend of choice alcohol. Okay, go on, Gora.
このソースは本年限りのものでございます。どうかお楽しみいただければ幸いです。
This sauce will be exclusive to this year. It would be greatly please me if you were to enjoy yourselves.
素晴らしいじゃないか。
Yay, more crows! I've been waiting for you. After hearing Beatrice say "ho" so many times, I've been waiting for you.
しかしボルドレーズソースはフランス料理の王道ではないのかね。それにフランス以外の酒を使うのは少し邪道ではないかという気もするね。
Ooh. Using alcohol from outside France with that is heresy. Oh. Ooh.
旦那様、本日は年に一度の親族会議でございます。
Correct. Today is the annual family conference. Again, how are you gonna counter up what Cross just said, though?
普段は遠方にお住まいの皆様がはるばるお越しになり、一堂に集われた夜の晩餐には、世界各地より普段は出会うことのない名酒を取り寄せブレンドしたソースが何よりもふさわしいかと存じ、特別にご用意させていただいたのでございます。
I see. Had it specially prepared. I see. Okay.
素晴らしい。
Subarashi indeed.
本当に素晴らしい料理人や。あんたは能楽器が加わると料理も薬も効果は2倍になるっちゅうわけやな。元の料理のうまさも2倍、さらに能楽器で2倍。味の倍々ゲームや。
Doubling and doubling. The taste keeps doubling and doubling. Food and medicine. Nice. Have I something to say too?
いやね兄さん、その質問読まれてたんじゃないの？
Didn't he see that question coming? Did he? Either way, he answered well.
違いねえな。
Here's Rudolph. Woo!
まんまと美味しいところをゴーダさんに持ってかれちまったぜ。
Okay, so now we've gotten a good look at the siblings, other than Rosa. Well, how's it going with the cousins? You let Gora's son run right off with your moment.
そうかね。
Oh, come on, give us that whole cross. I need a personal whole message, audio message from Cross's voice actor himself. Oh my god. Hey, Cross's voice actor, if you're watching this and you understand what I'm saying, send me some voice clips, you know? Just go ho multiple times. I'd listen to it.
今日の料理をフランス風だと気づいていない者もいるんじゃないかと思ってね。
Some people who didn't notice that today's food was in the French style. I guess it is, mate. You didn't comment on this last dinner during episode 1.
エヴァは先ほどバターを使わないのが美徳と言ったが、それはスペイン風だ。確かに国境を接してはいるがね。
They do share a border. Spain and France do share a border. Correct.
そういう意味で言ったんじゃないわよ。話の一部分だけ抜き出して勝手に加工しないでくれるかしら。
Don't take part of the conversation out of context and misquote me? Then what did you mean, Eva? What about the use of butter?
とっても美味しいソースね。
Yes, there she is. There's Rosa. Okay, we've gotten all the siblings now. Yes. Of course, the most important one here. Let's go.
ゴーダさんは本当に素晴らしいわ。
You certainly are wonderful. Delicious sauce.
お褒めに預かり大変光栄です。これもすべて奥様の日頃のご指導のおかげでございます。
All thanks to Madame's habitual guidance. If you get to see Natsu here, and then we get to see Kirie, then we have literally all the siblings. And the siblings-in-laws. Where are the cousins?
いえ、すべてゴーダのアイディアです。
Why is your face like that, though? It's fine. Where's Kirie, and then we have all the siblings. But, yeah, Kirie is also a favorite of mine, so...
私はレシピを聞き、承認しただけです。
I only listened to the recipe and approved of it. Okay. Kirie? Next? Ooh, we got to see some Rosa. I was happy about that, at least. Anyway, it looked like the siblings quickly got into a loud argument about something as trivial as the sauce. But for the most part, dinner proceeded peacefully. That's good. However, the thing that they all really wanted to ask about smoldered in each of their hearts. Yep. What did they all want to ask about? Rosa. Come on, Rosa. Maybe not this part, but next part of recording. It's your time to shine, Rosa. It's your time to shine with the letter. Maria also has a letter. Of course, Kitty. Oh, Kitty's gonna get her time to shine, no problem. The cousins may take a little bit of a backseat here, but we'll see. We'll see, man. It's fine. We'll get to see more George later on with Shannon. Oh, that's gonna be fantastic. The engagement. Oh, yes, absolutely. Dude, that little Shannon character moment with Beatrice there, and then her and George later on. Yeah. After that moment with Shannon, I wonder how she's gonna react to George's engagement ring. Oh, this is gonna be so great. It's gonna be so much better than during episode 1 too, because we have so much more context to George and Shannon's relationship. I mean, it's been built up during the entirety of episode 2 so far. And of course, we have Battler's taking a bit of a backseat this episode, you know. I mean, it is the turn of the Golden Witch. That's literally what the episode is called, Turn of the Golden Witch, so it makes sense. But yeah, Battler's taking a backseat. Jessica's taken some seat, you know, with Canon. Canon's relevant. It's important. Kanon is the sibling that's taken a backseat this episode. Yeah, I thought Battle did a lot during episode 1, but now he's been chilling a bit. I mean, he's the protagonist, but you know, it's good that it's given the time to let all these other characters flesh out. I think it's great. Anyway, what did they all really want to ask about? We all know what they want to ask about. And that was the visitor, the 19th person. Here we go. Who's gonna bring it up first? Someone's gonna have to bring it up first. Come on, we're prepared. The Golden Witch, Beatrice. In actuality, Eva, Rudolph, and Kitty were on alert during dinner. Of course they were, because they were the ones that brought up carried the discussion. And Rosa, of course, is the one with the letters. So, yeah. Then there's Kraus. If the mystery guest wants to be introduced, this dinner table was the most appropriate place to do it. Here we go. Someone's gonna have to introduce her. She hasn't come down here to eat dinner with the rest, so someone's gonna have to say it. However, no plates had been prepared at the table for the witch. Well, she's already gotten her dinner from Shannon, so... The family conference will begin in earnest after the meal, and previous experience told them that it could last until deep into the night. But they couldn't understand what meaning there could be in keeping this person, who should be introduced, hidden until late at night. At death's door. This soundtrack, okay. So Eva, Rudolph, and Kyrie had started to suspect something. Here we go. What are they suspecting? Eva, Rudolph, and Kyrie. That the guest might actually be unknown to Cross as well. Alright. They're getting down to it. I really like this Rudolph expression. If she wasn't a saboteur called by Cross to give him an advantage in the inheritance problem, they should probably speak frankly to Cross beforehand and create a common front to resist anything disadvantageous to the four siblings. So are they gonna speak to Cross then? If she was Kinzo's saboteur, whose purpose was to keep the inheritance from being handled over to the four siblings? 1 second, guys, 1 second, I'll get back to you. Alright, whose purpose was to keep the inheritance from being handed over to the four siblings. The enmity between Cross and the other siblings could become nothing more than a weak point that benefited the enemy. 1 second. Again. Alright.
それではごゆっくりお楽しみください。
Alright, once Gora walks away, it's time, y'all. Someone's gotta mention the 19th visitor. Well then, please enjoy at your leisure. Thank you. With the table set and the cuisine explained, Gora tried to leave the room, but Kire called him to a stop with a small voice. Here we go!
Hi, Kirie-sama.
Yes, Kirie-sama.
何か
What is it?
ごめんなさい。今日はお客様がいらっしゃってると思ったんだけど、晩餐にはお見えにならないのかしら。
I thought there was a guest here today. Will we not be seeing her at dinner? Of course, Gora should know about this guest. We all know that Gora knows about this guest. In fact, he was getting really mad earlier about not being able to give food to this guest. Here we go. To serve food to this guest. She had thought she'd said it nonchalantly, but unfortunately it reached the ears of Natsuki, who was sitting in the next seat. Is Natsuki already aware of it, or not? We know Genji and the rest of the servants are aware of it, but did they handle it on their own, or did they inform Natsuki? They should have informed Natsuki at least, but... who was sitting in the next seat, alright. It seemed that Natsuki had heard it to mean, even though there are guests here today, won't the host be coming to dinner? Ah, so Natsuki may not know about the guest. So neither does Cross then? Interesting, because they're the heads of the house right now. I mean, the mansion, even though, I mean, yes, Kinzo's the head, but they're the ones that's actually doing these matters, that actually are controlling the servants and stuff. Even though, again, Kinzo's the one backing them up completely. In other words, that Kiria had asked whether Kinzo was going to come to dinner.
当主様は体調が優れられませんので、お部屋で食事をとると仰せです。
Oh yeah, Natsu's misunderstanding.
主人が初めにそう説明いたしましたが、何か
My husband explained that in the beginning. Is something?
ごめんなさい。そうじゃないの。
That's not what I meant. Sorry, okay? In an instant, Kitty realized from Natsu's reaction that this unknown visitor was also unknown to Cross and his wife. Clearly. And what that meant... On the chessboard placed inside Kitty's mind, she could feel the arrangement of the pieces changing, making loud clattering sounds. Clack, 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 clack. Play the metagame. Oh, Battler's here. Okay, okay. Battler's making his aura known. A guest? It seemed that Battler was sitting next to Nazi. Of course, yeah, because Battler sits next to Nazi. Of course, yep, that makes sense. Had heard Kiria's words without misunderstanding them. And he let out a wild voice, questioning who else could have been invited to today's family conference. Thanks to that voice, the uncomfortable feeling in the siblings' chest suddenly exploded. Everyone looked at Gora at the same time. Alright, Gora, it's time to speak. Judging by their appearances, it was obvious that at least no one here had invited that mystery woman. For an instant, Goro was startled to find everyone's gaze gathered on him, but because of his naturally vain personality, this actually gave him a feeling of superiority. Wow, this guy is something else. Therefore, he answered in an extremely calm and graceful manner.
はい。貴賓室でお一人で食事を取られたいとのことで、そちらへお運びしております。
Calm answer? Good answer. She wanted to eat alone in the VIP room, so her food was carried over there. Okay. Therefore, Gora's extremely graceful and reasonable response made it obvious to everyone that a 19th person, a visitor, existed. Even to Natsu and Cross.
貴賓室？客？何の？誰の話ですか？
What and who are you talking about? Natsu's words echoed the question that everyone who didn't know about the visit of the Golden Witch was thinking. So, a decent chunk of people. Not everyone, but a decent chunk. Goro was slightly disoriented, as though he hadn't remotely expected to be questioned by Natsui. That honored guest had been spoken of so stringently. What does that word mean? Stringently? I'm gonna look it up. Stringent. Stringent. Of regulations, requirements, or conditions, strict, precise, and exacting. How do you pronounce it?
Stringent.
What?
Stringent.
Stringent, according to Googlebot. The honored guest had been spoken of so stringently. So, So strict, precise, and exacting. What does that mean? That makes no sense. That honor guest has been spoken of so stringently. What? Stringently. Am I missing something? Does that word make sense in this context? Strict, precise, and exacting. Okay. So rigorously, maybe. Okay, whatever. He hadn't imagined that Cross and his wife might not have known. Oh. Is that what he means?
そのベアトリーチェ様でございます。
he should have said it. There's no one else who's gonna believe that. There is no way she's gonna believe that. Mari's like, Beatrice! Yes, it's Beatrice. She's not gonna react well to that, is she? There's no way she's gonna react well to this. Beatrice came. Woo! Maria had been telling the other cousins over and over again that she had met Beatrice today. Right, of course she would have. So Maria's here too, and so is Rosa, so are the other cousins. The cousins had answered saying, "Isn't that nice?" but they hadn't believed. So their eyes grew wide. Yep.
すまねえ。俺はてっきりマリアの冗談だと思ってたぜ。
Of course you were.
本当にいたんだな。
She really does exist. Sure, you're just joking, Maria.
ベアトリーチェってあの黄金のベアトリーチェなのかよ。
Yep, that Beatrice of the gold. Maria's so angry now that they didn't believe her. I've been saying she exists. No one believed. Believing is a big aspect of this visual novel, isn't it?
ごめんね、マリアちゃん。そういうつもりじゃないんだよ。
But it happened. After learning that everyone had doubted Beatrice's existence, Maria, who had been in a good mood all day, completely lost her temper. George, who was sitting next to her, tried frantically to calm her. Yeah, good luck with that.
ゴーダ、それもディナーの何かの余興なのかね。なかなかの味な演出だ。
Okay, so Cross also doesn't know about it clearly because he's calling it dinner entertainment. Quite a good performance. Okay. It's true though. It's the real thing, Cross.
兄貴、三文芝居はやめようぜ。兄貴が呼んだんだろ。
Drop the act. You called her, right?
呼ぶ？
Called.
誰？
Called who?
どこから？
From where?
兄さん、はっきりさせましょう。
Let's have a clear answer.
あれは誰？まさか本当に肖像画のベアトリーチェだと言うんじゃないでしょうね。
Surely you aren't going to tell us that it really is the Beatrice from that portrait, right?
私にはお前たちが何を言っているのかさっぱりだ。ゴーダ、これは本当に冗談ではないのだな。
Is this seriously not a joke? At least we're getting more cross-screen time. Not exactly the one I was expecting, but at least we're getting cross-screen time. This is great. He's one of the ones that has had least screen time in my opinion. This is good to see.
私はその源氏さんからそのように指示を受けただけでして、その
Oh, here we go, shifting the blame. Oh, she's throwing it by Genji-san. Oh.
源氏を呼びなさい。
Call Genji!
今すぐ。
Now! When Natsu yelled, Goro shot out into the hallway. Of course he did. The sound of the door being thrown open at that time triggered a sudden uproar around the dinner table.
じゃあ兄貴も知らないって言ってんだな。呼んだのは誰だ？親父ってことか？
Who called her? Was it Dad? Because clearly Cross doesn't know about it.
私には何のことかわからんね。お前たちは私が裏で糸を引いていると信じているようだが、それは大きな誤解だ。
Cross has not been pulling the strings behind the scenes. It's a misunderstanding.
クラス兄さん、落ち着いてえな。わしらはもう腹の探り合いをすべき段階にないで。もし兄さんも知らない怪人物だっちゅうんなら、これはとんでもない話になるんやで。
If you're saying that you don't know this mystery person either, this situation becomes ridiculous. It's always been ridiculous, Hideyoshi.
秀吉さん、言葉を少し慎みませんか？主人は親族会議に不要な人間を招いたりはしません。
My husband will not invite unnecessary people to the family conference.
まったくだ。お前たちは何を言っているのかね。
What are you people talking about?
肖像画の魔女が額縁を抜け出して現れたとでも言うのかね。
The witch of the portrait broke out of her frame and appeared.
実際にその魔女様に会ったという人間がいるわけでもなかろう。
Multiple people have Cross. There's no way anyone has actually met this witch. Oh, Kiria met her, Genji met her, Shannon, Kanon. Many people can confirm, yeah, she exists. She's here.
私、
Oh, Rosa met her.
あったが。
Rosa met her. Letter time. Letter time. I complete. Yes. Rosa, letter time. Letter time. Oh my god, this is gonna be so hype. Please read the letter. Rosa met her. Maria met her. Of course, of course, of course. Evan Rudolph nodded at Rosa's proclamation.
マリアもあった。
Maria met her too.
クラスおじさん信じて。
Cross believe. We must have the One Piece opening. Oh, you know, we'll keep going.
ママを信じて。
Believe Mama. Fun fact, yes, there is a One Piece opening called Believe. It's a second opening. It's a very underrated opening. A lot of people don't like it, but I love it. It's Eurobeat by a band called Folder 5. Folder 5. It's Japanese five female member band sort of thing. And, you know, they were operating in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then I think they just kind of split off after that. I've heard some of their other songs other than Believe, but Believe is still my favorite one. And it's apparently a remix of another song, of an older song from the 80s. So yeah, this Eurobeat remix of it appeared in One Piece in what, 1999, 2000, 2001 maybe. I think it was like 2000, 2001. So yeah, that's great. Okay, I know. I won't sing it. You can't sing Eurobeat. That's the worst part of Eurobeat. Oh, you can. Commission. Emotion, deja vu. Oh my god, I sucked. Oh, I messed that up. I was gonna say deja vu. I have been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I didn't know calling you. Yeah. You know, that's deja vu. There's of course running in the 90s. Yeah, all these are initial D though. But yeah, Folder 5, not Initial D Eurobeat. It's, you know, obviously Eurobeat exists outside of Initial D. Folder 5 just did a cool little remix Eurobeat song. Weirdly enough, it's the second One Piece opening. Really weird if you think about it, considering the first opening and some of the openings, most of the openings that come after that, essentially. It's such a weird second opening, but I love it. I love it. They just got this freaking female band to just make a Eurobeat song. Well, you know, they just put up their Eurobeat song as the second One Piece opening. You know. Alright, anyway. Yeah, believe Mama! Go Cross. The brief tension was broken and Maria also started to make a ruckus. The room was by now chaotic.
何が何だかさっぱりだぜ。
I don't have a clue what's going on. Jessica's finally talking.
つまりなんだ、じい様に黄金を授けた魔女様が今年の親族会議にはスペシャルゲストとして登場ってわけかよ。
Nailed it. The witch who gave grandfather the gold is appearing as a special guest in this year's family conference. Nailed it, Jessica.
しかし本当にローザおばさんの見間違いってことじゃねえの？
Auntie Rosa did not see it wrong. Kiria did not see it wrong. Kiria can testify. Testify, I don't think that's the right word to use in this situation. They're not in a courtroom. But Kiria can confirm. Maria met her too.
ローザおばさん間違いなくなんですか？
Hey, Kiria, confirm it. Kiria still hasn't said anything. Kiria, you better confirm it. Auntie Rosa, are you sure?
ええ、
Rosa's saying yes. Kiria, it's your turn. You need to confirm it.
私とマリアは会って話もしてる。
And even talk to her. You met her and talked to her.
私は会ったの。
Look at her face. Man, I love it, Rosa. Keep going. Read the letter too. Don't forget to read the letter.
あれは間違いなく魔女だった。信じて。
Believe me.
私の見間違いとか錯覚とかそんなのじゃ断じてない。
I definitely didn't say it wrong or hallucinate or anything. Hallucinate or anything.
あれは何だったの？
What was that? She just fixed candy. She fixed it. In the instant before the typhoon visited, Rosa had definitely met with the witch in the rose garden. Yeah, we remember. But that scene had been so hard to accept as reality. And the more she spoke of it like this, the less she understood what it was she had met. Ironically, because she had lost her composure when she said that she had definitely met the witch, the more desperate she became, the more vague the witch's existence seemed. So, it was a single composed sentence that affirmed her existence for certain. Kiria?
私もあったわ。
Boom! I was waiting for it! Well, Kiria needed to confirm it.
挨拶とはとても言えないけれど、一応言葉も交わしてる。
A few words at least.
ローザさんの見間違いとかじゃ断じてないわ。
It's definitely not something that Rosa-san saw wrong. We exchanged greetings. Yeah. Because Kiria is a very calm person. She wouldn't, you know, she wouldn't hallucinate about this. But of course, with Rosa though, because she's not as respected as a sibling as much as the others, people have a harder time believing in Rosa, I feel like. And that sort of that sort of thing sucks, man. It's just because I know what it's like to be in that situation. That's why I love Rosa so much, because I want the best for her, man. I want the best for her.
キリエさんそれマジかよ？
Kitty, are you serious? I mean, why would your stepmom lie to you?
ええ。でも彼女は私に名乗らなかった。
She didn't tell me her name.
だから彼女がベアトリーチェであると断定はできない。
Oh, come on. She hinted at it so hard. She even said, Beatrice even said, you have a vague idea, but you still act like you don't know.
でも主観的で恐縮なんだけど。
This is the new portrait. This is not the old one. It's the newer one. The changed one. The butterflies about.
私は玄関ホールで彼女に会ったから、肖像画と顔を見比べることができた。
Oh yeah, you were able to compare her face with the portrait.
私は第一印象で、彼女こそがこの肖像画の主に違いないって思ったわ。
She was undoubtedly the portrait's subject.
あくまでも主観よ。
This is all just subjective, remember. Well, Mari can definitely confirm it, but nobody's gonna believe in her, and she's a 9-year-old kid. And either way, people are not gonna believe in her because she loves witches. And there's Rosa, and you know, of course, people will have more inclined to believe her. But again, youngest sibling, people don't respect her as much. Too bad.
そんなことはありえません。
Natsu's saying it isn't possible. Natsu is one of the biggest witch deniers here. She's always been someone who's denied the witch. Going, this is impossible, there's no way. Cross also was a pretty big denier until he showed her during episode 1 that a gold exists. A gold piece exists. So is Cross really that much of a denier, or is he just acting?
第一、その女はどこからやってきたというのですか？
In the first place, where did that woman come from?
今日の船は皆さんの送迎のための便が往復しただけです。
The only boat today was the round trip journey of the one that escorted you all here.
その船に乗っていたのですか？
Was she on that boat? There's no way she was. Nobody would have seen her on that. Well, we would have seen her on that, is what we mean. We would have seen her landing with us. Rudolph is so...
それを言われると弱いね。
It's a bit of a weak spot.
確かにそんなご婦人と一緒に下船した記憶はない。
I have no memory of such a woman getting off the boat with us.
あら、そう？私たちの乗ってきた船以外に船はないってどうして証明できるの？
How can you prove that there wasn't a boat other than the one we rode on? Okay, question.
できないわ。
You can't!
来なかったは証明できない。
You can't prove one didn't come.
道理だな。来たは証明できる。来たのを見たやつが見たと言えばいい。しかし、来ないは証明できないぜ。
But you can't prove that it can come. This is much of this scientific. This reminds me of scientific theories where, yeah, sure you can't prove something, but you can't prove that it doesn't. It doesn't. That's dumb though. If I say, I don't know, a purple penguin exists, right? I can prove that a purple penguin exists, but I can't prove that a purple penguin doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. That's the thing with science. You can't just go, oh yeah, a purple penguin exists because, you know, I think it exists and, you know, I have a theory behind it, but, you know, I can't prove it because I haven't seen one. But the only way to prove it, to prove that it doesn't exist, is by checking every single penguin in the entire universe. That is not feasible. That is impossible. We cannot prove that a purple penguin doesn't exist. That's what it reminds you of.
全員が来ない、見てないと言ったところで、全員が見てないところでこっそり来たことを否定はできない。
Yeah, you can't deny that a purple penguin exists. Yeah.
つまり、悪魔の証明ってやつだ。
It's that thing they call the devil's proof. Okay, Battler. It's easy to prove that a devil exists, but it's hard to prove that a devil doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly. Same concept. It's easy to prove that Beatrice exists. It's hard to prove that she doesn't exist. So same sort of thing. And again, we don't call that science though. I mean, if we're strictly talking about science, we don't call people go, oh yeah, purple penguins exist science. Because there's no proof of it. All you have to do is meet a devil. But it's impossible to prove that devils don't exist. It is impossible. I clicked the wrong button again. Just because no one has ever met a devil doesn't mean that you can deny the possibility that they're hiding away somewhere that humans cannot go. You can't deny the existence of aliens for exactly the same reasons. Yep. And you can't deny the existence of Beatrice for the exact same reason. Of the witch. Exact same reason. Until humanity searches the whole space and can show perfectly that aliens don't exist, you can't be sure that they don't. And even if you do search the whole of space, what if they exist in a realm outside of space? You see what I mean? It's impossible to prove anything in that sense. That's why it's so dumb. And it's definitely possible for us to ever check interstellar space for the existence of aliens. Oh yeah, that is, not possible. Certainly not possible. At least Not while we're alive. Even if we were to live 1,000 years, that it still wouldn't be possible 1,000 years from now. There's, listen, technology will get better in 1,000 years, absolutely. If you're watching this 1,000 years from now, do you have the capabilities? I don't know if this video is going to exist 1,000 years from now, but if it does exist 1,000 years from now, do you guys have the capability to visit, to explore the entirety of space to check the existence of aliens? That is, if you haven't already found some aliens by the time you are watching this. Exactly, you can't, bro. Even 1,000 years from now, you can't. I'm willing to bet on that. Oh god, okay. Therefore, while there may be a number of ways to prove that aliens do exist, it is impossible to show proof that denies their existence.
となれば僕たちが乗ってきた船以外の船で来たかどうかなんて議論しても無駄な問題ということになるね。僕たちと一緒の船にはいなかった。
There's no time discussing whether or not a boat separate from the one we rode on came to the island.
それだけが事実で、それ以外の方法で、とにかくこの島に訪れたことになる。
Yep, she must have visited this island through some other means. Nice job, George. Correct thinking.
そうね。どうやって来たかなんて議論の必要はないかもしれない。
There may be no need to discuss how she came here.
肝心なのは現にこの屋敷に今いて、私たちと晩餐を共にする気がないという事実よ。
And doesn't feel like having dinner with us, but she does feel like giving a letter to Rosa to read out loud during the dinner.
整理しよう。今この島には後宮家18人以外にもう一人客がいる。そしてそいつは兄貴も夏日姉さんも知らない客だってんだな。
You know, that's actually a good place to end it. Rudolph going, let's review. That's a good place to end it, because next part, when we start, we'll just have this little review by Rudolph again. I think that would be great. Right now, there's another guest on this island other than the 18th Ishiruma family, and that is a guest that even Aniki and Natsu Ne-san don't know about. Right? Correct. It's Natsu actually older than Rudolph? We know Eva is 3 years older than Natsu, right? So, unless Rudolph is more than 3 years younger than Eva, he should be either the same or a bit older than Natsu. Yeah, it depends on how far, Kinzo gave, how far between Kinzo gave birth to a child between Eva and Rudolph. Because he went across Eva, Rudolph, however many years it took between Eva and Rudolph, but certainly 3 years younger than Eva came Natsu about. And then some years younger than Rudolph is where Rosa comes in. Who knows how many years? Who knows? But she does have the little sibling curse. So yeah, I have that. I also have the little sibling curse. That may be why I have. Like I said, that's probably why. Yeah, that is definitely why I have something for Rosa. I understand what it's like. People didn't believe what she was saying until Kirie stepped in and said, "Oh, with the calm voice, oh yeah, she exists." You know what I mean? That sort of thing. The sort of thing is saying, "Oh, you don't believe the younger sibling." He's probably babbling about. Don't listen to them. The older siblings know what they're on about. That sort of thing. Nah. Anyway, we're gonna end it there. Hope you guys enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. I'm going to leave you all there. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll meet next time for continuation, basically. Yeah. But yeah. See y'all next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. More Umineko coming soon, hopefully. As much as I can. Not every day like I used to, or not exactly every day, but I'll try to upload as much as I can. But okay, y'all. Peace.